Rosie, good morning. What are people saying about this rise in interest rates?
Well, we know that the cost of living is soaring, and yesterday we were talking about research from Nationwide that said quite a lot of us are putting off buying a house. Why? Because it's really difficult to save for that deposit. The big difference when it comes to mortgages particularly will kick in today. 12 o'clock, the Bank of England are looking at changing their interest rate, and it's anticipated that it's going to go up to 1%. That would be, as you just said there, Patrick, the highest in 13 years. So what impact is that going to have on the housing market? Well, let's speak now to James Baring, who's a partner at Felicity at Law. Just tell us, what do you think, if the interest rate rises, what's that going to do to the property market?
Well, I believe it will benefit sellers, actually, because there'll be a stronger need for buyers to secure a property, and more importantly, in a way, well, not more importantly, but secure a decent fixed-rate mortgage.
So you think it's actually positive for those selling,
yeah,
because people will quickly want to get and lock in a rate. Is that because you anticipate interest rates are going to go up?
I believe, and this has been supported by research I've done, that the interest rates will continue to go up through the year, maybe anything from maybe to 2% to maybe even 3.5%. I mean, that's what's been prophesied by economists. And so it is important. During the term of a mortgage and during the term of a fixed rate, you can make a lot of saving if you get a low fixed rate mortgage now, which you can do. You can do it through our company, Just Mortgages. They are very good. And that, even if you end up paying a little bit more for your property now, it's worth doing the maths, basically, to see how that evens out.
You're anticipating, for the people who can afford it,
exactly,
they're going to try and get a mortgage now.
Yeah.
There is another side of this story, though, the increasing cost of living. Lots of people can't get that deposit together.
Yeah, it's very difficult. It's very difficult. I mean, we've had, across the country, there's been record prices achieved February and March. It slowed down a little bit in April, and that, I think, partly because of the cost of living going up, utilities, petrol, food, they've all increased. I think there will come a point, though, if interest rates continue to go up this year, which they will, and maybe even next year, there will come a point there where interest rates get to a level which will start biting into people's disposable income, if you like. So that could affect prices. So sell now, buy now.
And is there any real concern that people who are on variable rate mortgages are going to get to a point where it becomes unaffordable?
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. But I mean, we have seen it before. I mean, if you have to be at least 50 now to have lived through a period when interest rates were very, very high, in 1980s, 1990s. So a lot of people who are buying and selling now, they haven't lived in a market, if you like, that's seen those very high interest rates. Hopefully, I don't think we'll see that, but there will be more increases, I'm sure. So it comes back to get a good fixed rate now, and hopefully it'll save money in the long term.
James, thank you very much for speaking to us.
Thank you.
Across the day, I'm looking at the different variables associated with not only the changing interest rate, but that teamed on top of the rising cost of living, to see if you're selling, if you're buying, how that might impact you. And as we're hearing, for lots of people, they can't afford to buy at all.
Yes, Rosie, thank you very much.